Hi guys, thanks for joining me once again. Exeter-Rider here. This week I'm going to be talking about, which seems to be quite controversial, people have been asking me why I like 125 so much, so I thought, I'll do a video on that, because that's what I'm like. Yeah, 125s. I really like 125s. I always have done, and the reasons I like them so much is a number of reasons really. They're so light to ride around. It's very easy just to pull out the garage and just go. They're just easy to live with really. And when you think about the cost of ownership, it's £20 a year to tax, cheap to insure. I mean, for me, for a 125, only costs about £120 per year. If I was to get a new policy, that's nothing, is it? And to actually fill up as well, fuel-wise, I mean, this bike that I'm on now, the Hyosung Aquila GV125, it costs nothing. It's £5.50 and I get about 125 miles on it, somewhere around there. Riding around town is another one. You just feel that you can really, you're just using all the engine's power all the time. You're never holding it back like you are on bigger bikes. And I have to say that I actually enjoy riding smaller capacity machines as much as I enjoy riding the big bikes, and in some ways more. And of course you got the added advantage as well that everywhere you go the parking is free. So if you just want to nip in town, in the car, it's very, very difficult to do, because you've got to find the parking. You've got to find parking, you've got to go and get the ticket and all that messing around. Whereas with a bike, parking is free, whether in residence parking or any solo motorcycle parking base like this one. And it's just the ease of it, you know. I mean, it's such an easy way to get around. And for example, if I just want to go to the high street now, if I had the car, I'd be parked about half a mile away. Whereas with this, I'll speed this bit up because it's a bit boring. And there you go, here I am, Exeter High Street. I mean, that's no distance at all from the parking. I can go in, I can spend all the time that I want in here without the worry that I'm going to run out of parking time. Bike's parked up there, it's safe. It's got CCTV outside that restaurant where I've parked it. Everything's fine. So if you work in town, then it's a good way of getting around. And I would highly recommend getting a bike over getting the bus every day and putting a mask on and all that messing around. It's a much easier way of doing it. And of course the actual setup cost as well is very cheap. Obviously you need the bike itself, that's the most expensive part. Next expensive part is the gear to ride the bike. And then after that, you got insurance. Once all that's done, the big outlays, you're good to go. And as long as it's not raining, I can't think of a better way of getting around. I've seen better days, hasn't it? But yeah, so yeah, that's the reasons that I like 125s for around town. You can't do motorway work on it and things like that, and anything over sort of 65 you're going to struggle a bit. But you know, if you haven't got a bike or thinking of getting into biking, go for it. It's a great way of getting around. And another thing I like is the actual ease of the servicing as well. With bigger bikes, you got the valve clearances and all that sort of thing, which is really fiddly to get to, and it's normally behind a fairing. But with a 125, I mean, essentially it's going to be just oil drops. So you got a filter there, a drain plug underneath. Pull the plug, get a new filter, screw it back on, fill it up, job done. That's all you have to do. Very, very easy. Even the valve clearances are relatively easy once you know what you're doing. So servicing, obviously, if you buy a new bike and it's got a 2-year warranty, then you'll probably have to get the dealer to do it to keep the warranty alive. But it's so easy to do yourself. If you're confident that you're not going to need that warranty, which that's crystal ball time, isn't it? But yeah, just do it yourself, I say. I always have. I've never had a problem with it. But that's your decision whether you do that or not. The filtering capacity of a 125 is fantastic as well. Because it's a smaller bike, lighter, more nippy, it's very easy to go around the traffic and do filtering. Obviously you need to know what you're doing. You need to have a lot of experience on a 125 before you start filtering, alright? Because there's so many things that can go wrong if you're not experienced, or even if you are experienced, you know, things can still go wrong. So you've got to be really quite careful with that. But it is a major bonus, and for me, living in Exeter, at peak times it can take me 45 to 50 minutes to get across town. But if I'm on my bike, then probably 15 minutes maximum, and I can do the same mileage through the traffic. I still get a buzz as well going through traffic. It's so yeah, I that's another major bonus of owning a 125. Right, anyway, that's that for that post. Thank you very much for watching the video. If it's your first time to the channel, do like and subscribe. It would be great to have you along on my journey, and I appreciate you all watching my videos, old subscribers and new ones. So I will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching.